that takes care of South America. What's on the agenda for Europe today?
Bouchard in Paris wants to build 8 new factories. Chisley in London wants the Bank of England to put up or shut up. And Schultz in Vienna is drinking again.
El Bouchard, yes. Chisley, no. And fire Schultz. Hold on a minute. What is it, son?
May I please borrow the Wall Street Journal?
It's there.
Thank you.
Pardon the interruption. Hobart wants to read the Wall Street Journal.
That's all I got. Except to ask you when you're coming down so we can do some fishing. Yeah? Good. Fine. That'll give me time to import the trout.
Look, the market's down.
Great. Hey, let me see it. What's the soybean?
What's the soybean price in London? Hey, look, it's down.
Mr. Crackerby, do you know what your kids are doing?
No, what?
They're playing corner of the market.
Finish their lessons for today?
Well, yes.
Then what's wrong with a little game? Kids are entitled to have a little fun, too.
Crackerby, they're not playing little game. They're playing corner of the market for real. They're planning on pooling their savings and cornering the international market on soybean futures.
Did you warn them they'd get in touch with the Department of Justice?
Well, the problem really isn't the Department of Justice. The problem is that by virtue of your enormous wealth, your children are getting a very warped sense of values.
Now, that's your responsibility. Unwarp them.
I would if I could, but I can't.
Why can't you?
Because I'm fighting their environment. You know, your kids should not be raised in isolation. They should be out in the world among their contemporaries, kids their own age, so they can see how the other half lives.
What do you mean the other half?
Oh, excuse me, the other 99.9%. Mr. Crackerby.
Yes, Mr. Quincy?
I will continue tutoring the children, but I think they would benefit greatly by attending a school.
A school?
Yeah, don't you think so?
I don't know. That's a kind of a wild, far-out idea that a father needs time to think over. 'em.
Why not?
Well, as long as the kids have to go to school, which I somehow or other let you talk me into, why can't they all go to the same school?
Why, do you hate to break up a set? No, they can't all go to the same school because Cynthia belongs in high school and the boys belong in grammar school.
Just that I think they ought to be together. Come to think of it, they ought to be together with me.
Well, you'll get used to their not being around. You may be a little lonesome for a while, but...
Don't ever accuse me of being lonesome. I'll never be lonesome, boy.
I apologize.
Where are they? It's so quiet around here, I can hardly stand it.
Well, both schools let out at 3.
We should have sent them to private schools. They let out earlier.
No, they let out later.
Well, then we should have bought our own school.
No, that wouldn't have solved anything. Besides, since you went to public school when you were a child, they're carrying on a noble family tradition.
St. John, my boy, tradition wears a long, snowy beard, but a Crackerby is always young.
$15 in the side pocket.
Hi, Paula. Hi, St. John. 15 in the side pocket.
Thanks a lot.
Did you have a rough time, Cynthia? How bad was it, honey?
Not bad at all. It'll take me a little while to get really adjusted to it, but by and large, I like it.
Well, pretty girls get adjusted much quicker than homely boys. Hobart Jr., they'll be miserable.
Hi, Bob. Hi, Stan. Hi, Stan. Guess what happened?
You got expelled.
Wrong.
What happened?
We had a big assembly to nominate school offices, and I was nominated for treasurer.
Treasurer? Who nominated you?
I did. I figured Hobart knew more about money than any kid I ever met.
And who seconded you?
Oh, some kid who didn't want to get punched in the stomach.
On your first day in school, you get nominated for treasurer?
Yeah, I never been one of them before.
I'm its campaign manager. You have to keep yourself in good physical condition. Come on, let's go down to the hotel kitchen and raid the pastry box.
15 in the side pocket.
Well, it didn't take them long to make their presence felt.
No, and they weren't exactly miserable.
Crackerby, best boy for the job. Preceding was a big political announcement. Attention, please. Vote for Hobart Crackerby. He's the best boy for the job. The preceding was a paid political announcement.
Crackerby, did you see what I just saw?
I did. Have a seat.
Crackerby, all the way. Vote for Hobart Crackerby.
Well, I didn't think it was funny.
Boy for the job.
Neither did I. You know why?
Why?
The fella said Hobart Crackerby is the best boy for the job, completely ignoring the fact that his two competitors are girls.
Is that your only objection?
No.
What else?
Advertising here is a waste of time when all the registered voters are in school.
Is that the only thing that bothers you?
Should there be more?
Well, yes. The proceeding wasn't a paid political announcement. It was a personal favor by a hotel employee to the son of the hotel owner.
St. John, I'm surprised at you. A smart politician takes his favors wherever he can get them. By the way, you notice the airplane?
Where?
In the sky. Since he's campaigning, that's more like it.
More like what?
Well, it's flying right down toward the school, and it's lunchtime when all the registered voters will be out playing.
Speaking of lunchtime, I have a date. We'll argue the propriety of renting an airplane for a grammar school election later.
Sending the kids to school was your idea, not mine.
What's wrong?
Look.
Hey, that's cute.
Oh, it is not cute. Grammar school posters are supposed to be homemade with crayons. On cardboard, the laundry put in your father's shirts.
Huh? Maybe his father does his own shirt.
No, Hart. No, this junior politician is getting out of hand. You know, to most kids his age, a well-oiled machine is a skateboard. You know that they are fixing up a special smoke-filled room to caucus in?
Oh, how exciting. But none of them is old enough to smoke.
Smoke? They're not old enough to caucus. No, Hobart's taking care of that. He's having the chauffeur and the butler come down and smoke it up for them. Honey, I see nothing humorous about a preteen billionaire taking unfair advantage of his opponents in a grammar school election. I really don't.
You're a very ethical man. Tiny bit square, but you're very ethical.
Thanks a lot.
Come on, let's eat. I'm hungry.
Are you saying my son has no right to run for treasurer?
No, I say order your son, the candidate, and your other son, his campaign manager, not to rent skywriting airplanes and to conduct the campaign as befits the office and his age.
St. John, you went to college, didn't you? You remember what Thoreau said about politics?
Thoreau, politics.
Yeah, you remember. Thoreau said politics is but the cigar smoke of a man.
Well, then a 9-year-old man who smokes chocolate cigars shouldn't be in politics. I suggest you tell your son to cease and desist.
Well, I would, if I could. But I can't.
Why can't you?
Due to the advice of their tutor, my sons aren't being raised in isolation anymore. They're out in the world among the contemporaries. Who is it?
Hobart, your son.
That's in case I know more than one Hobart. Come in.
These just came by messenger. We paid the manufacturer to work overtime.
Terrific.
Here's one for you, Pop.
Thanks, son.
And here's one for you.
Thank you, no.
Aren't you for Crackerby for treasurer?
I'm an independent voter, and I haven't decided.
Trader. We pin them on everyone who comes to the rally.
What rally?
Didn't my campaign manager tell you?
No, I haven't talked to your campaign manager all evening, except to remind him to take a bath.
We're having a rally
No, so I gather. When?
tomorrow, after class. For all 280 kids in the school. There'll be free lunch, free water skiing, and free dancing to a live orchestra.
Sounds expensive.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Pop. If you let me charge everything to you, I'll sign over those 3 oil leases you gave me for my birthday.
You will?
Yeah,
It's a deal. Have Slim draw up the papers.
swell. Guess who we invited to the rally? It's all expense paid special guest stars.
I give up.
Willie Mae, Sandra Dee, and the Beatles.
That will be expensive.
All right, but let me tell you. Would you tell OK Junior he's out of his mind?
Okay, Junior, you're out of your mind. Why?
He wants to serve hot dogs, popcorn, lemonade, an 18-layer cake, and then he wants the kids to go water skiing.
So?
So they'll sink after a meal like that.
They certainly will.
Okay, they'll go water skiing before they eat.
That's exactly what I suggested before.
Big deal. Come on, let's go right up those TV spots.
Mr. Crackerby, are you going to let them hold that rally?
Yes, Mr. Quincy, I am.
And are you going to show your approval of their campaign strategy by continuing to wear that button?
Yes, Mr. Quincy, I am.
Yeah, okay.
Slim, draw up papers to transfer Hobart's 3 oil leases to my name.
Yeah, okay. How come?
My youngest son is in the process of hanging himself, and it's my paternal duty to give him plenty of rope. What's all this jerking and jumping for?
The dancing.
Back home, when the Blackfoot Indians dance like that, they get rain.
Pop, would you like to wear 2 buttons?
No, son, 1 is sufficient.
Have you changed your mind yet?
No, I have not. And by the way, what happened to Willie Mae, Sandra Dee, and the Beatles?
They couldn't make it, but the booking agency has sent us a group that's going to be just as big.
Oh, and who might that be?
Nathan and his Nifties.
And his Nifties.
Miss Whitworth, would you like a campaign button?
I'd not one.
Traitor.
You want me to hurt his feelings?
Oh, yes, as a matter of fact, I really did. I invited you to be on my side, not on theirs.
Fellow and girl schoolmates, it gives me great pleasure to present your next treasurer, the Honorable Hobart Crackerby.
schoolmates. On occasions like this, I don't believe in excessive verbiage. So vote for me. I thank you.
There for no excessive verbalage.
Keep dancing and have a good time.
Hi, I'm Hobart Crackerby.
You're not going to raise one finger in protest, are you?
Nope.
Well, it's my humble opinion that you were making a serious mistake.
I don't think so.
Come on, Smiley, let's dance.
No.
You refuse a beautiful lady?
On the grounds that I want no part of the so-called rally, which in actuality is nothing more than pre-adolescent payola.
How about you, Mr. Crackerby? Will you dance?
Well, I wouldn't miss this opportunity.
Well, the safest way to play is to do a rather, sloppy foxtrot.
Oh, I never play it safe. Let's fall apart like them.
Pop,
Yeah, boy.
do you think we should have the victory ball here in the ballroom tomorrow?
What makes you so sure you're going to win?
Are you kidding? It's a cinch.
Well, we'll talk about it later.
Okay. Hi, I'm Hobart Crackerby.
I wonder if you'll pardon me.
Are you leaving?
Yes, I know a character that just about run out of rope.
Hi.
Hi.
Where's Papa?
I have no idea.
Hi, Sanj. Hi, Sam.
Hi.
Why aren't you wearing your campaign button?
Clashes with my robe.
Okay. Where's Pop?
Nobody knows.
Oh, darn it. I wanted to get his opinion on my acceptance speech.
Acceptance speech. What makes you so sure you're going to win?
They probably hired the Gallup poll.
We did not. They didn't even answer our telegram. You want to hear it?
No.
Good. Friends, teachers, and fellow students. It gives me great...
I think it's about time we discuss certain very important issues.
Like what, St. John?
Well, that your behavior and I feel largely...
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hi, Pop.
Evening, St. John.
Crackerby?
Where were you?
The bank.
I thought the banks closed at 3 o'clock.
For your father, the bank's open any time, night or day.
Correct. Being that tomorrow's election day, I'm making a token gesture to let my son here know that I'm rooting for him. Each one of these packages here contains $100, and there are 278 of them. One for every kid in school.
What for?
To give them as a present in exchange for their promise to vote for you for treasurer.
But Pop,
Something wrong, son?
yes, that's bribery.
Well, naturally. So what?
So I wouldn't do it.
You did it before.
When did I do it before?
This afternoon at the gala party you threw.
That wasn't a party, that was a rally.
Same difference. It was an attempt to make kids vote for you out of gratitude.
I was campaigning. Isn't that what you'd do if you were campaigning?
Not me.
But Pop, that's how OK Jr. and me got all our ideas. We asked each other what would Pop do.
You're pulling my leg.
Honest. Tell him. Honest.
Well, I'm amazed. You boys have seen me operate long enough to know that before I get into anything, I make sure I'm not getting in over my head. If I'm going to buy control of a company, I do a whole lot of research on the problems that company faces, and I give myself ideas of how to solve them. In other words, I make sure I'm qualified to lead. Are you qualified to lead? Have you been in school long enough to know what the problems are? Did you get yourself ideas on how to solve them?
But,
Answer me, yes or no.
no.
Then don't insult me by saying that you did what I'd do. I would have refused the nomination. I guess we don't see eye to eye on this, do we? Therefore, it isn't right for me to support you, so I'm going to turn in my button.
Pop, I'm sorry I lost your support, but I'm afraid I won't be able to let down my other constituents.
Well, that's your affair.
No, it's only a public school election, but I'm a nervous wreck.
Well, you feel better if he wins or if he loses.
I haven't the foggiest notion. That's why I'm a nervous wreck.
Well, who won?
They haven't come back yet.
Until now.
I lost by a landslide.
Who won? Mary Jo Potts.
She's a girl. They took our free lunch, our free water skiing, and our free dancing to a live orchestra, and they voted for Mary Jo Potts.
Well, that's show business.
Let's hope he's new and nobody knows it.
And also because Mary Jo Potts has been treasurer of everything since she was in the first grade.
How many votes did you get?
0.
Did you vote for your own brother?
No,
Did you vote for yourself?
no. We had a last-minute caucus and decided I wasn't qualified to lead. Pop,
Yes, boy.
are you still disappointed in us?
Well, now, that's a silly question. Of course, I'm not disappointed in you. I'm very proud of both of you. Oh, incidentally, I'll need your signature on this.
What is it?
It's the transfer of your 3 oil leases to my name.
Is it too late to change my mind?
Sure is. Always remember, family devotion is a wonderful thing, but business is business. Ball in the side pocket. Miscalculated the wind. Your shot, Mr. Quincy. Mr. Quincy, your shot.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking.
About what?
About you. You're a pretty cagey customer.
Thanks. Now shoot pool.
You always look at the big picture, weighing what's really important against what really isn't. And you select a target and zero in on it.
Are you going to shoot pool or aren't you?
Yes, I am, and I'm going to follow your example. I look at the big picture. The 10 ball in the corner pocket or the 6 ball on the side. I select as my target the 10 ball, and I zero in on it.
Forgot to mention, I always keep my eye on the ball. Combination 2 off the 7. My game, cough up 50 cents.
Where did you learn to shoot pool like that?
Mary Jo Potts.